We're just gonna send it. There's a lot to talk about. I haven't prepared in any fashion, and there's quite a lot of elements. I'm probably gonna miss something, but a lot is going on, and we've got the alchemy portion now. That's new. That's great. Complements the other actions very well. To have an alchemy here, it makes a lot of sense. And you know, they just came out like this, and you need materials. And what is that? You've got the materials here. You can collect some of those. So, and now we have these visual elements also, which are the materials, and they do spawn here and there, and we're gonna see much about that. So let's first look at the change that happened. We have a new leaf, which will be in an area that we can't access yet. We have a new pet, the duck, which I recommend when farming materials. Material base spawn rate is increased by 1%. That's great. Just like the raccoon is great in the same fashion, which is actually a little bit better. We also have a new orb, a vortex. It'll skip tower floors. And we also have, I believe that's something that we had here, crunchy tower floors. They're very cheap, and they'll save you 50 levels per implementation. I don't use a tower much, but some people go really high in there. That's new. So there's one option here for that. I think there's another somewhere. Still looking forward to Craft Forge 5. Any options here? I don't think so. Yeah, a little bit. Don't think I've noticed much of that. It's just on and it just bought them. Unlock materials. You have to unlock them. Material inspector. We have spawn chances. Unlock alchemy. That's in the BLC shop. Good to know. And we have the shovel. Knowledge. We'll dig more, find more stuff. Muscle. Muscle will actually dig you more stuff. And the item find chance is knowledge, so you'll find better stuff and dig faster with technique. I don't think we have anything in the coin here. No. Items, we have the mini shovel, which will help you dig. What does it do anyway? Increase damage based on how many digs. Trader suitcase, increase damage based on trades. Wizard hat, increase damage based on amounts of prestige that you did. So these are just to increase damage. And we'll come back to damage. Damage is an important part of the update. We have our materials, and all these materials, they will tell you spawns, where it spawns in mountain, the percent chance, these can be affected, but yeah, you just go there to collect them. Bones will spawn in the abyss. Butterfly spawns in the celestial plane, right? Not too big of an issue. Dark matter, very important, spawns in space. And then we have those 4s here that do not spawn. They do not spawn, so you have to craft them or create them. Or how do we call this? Create. Yeah. We create them. You throw a bunch of materials into a large pot and create them. So this is the alchemy as you see it, as you first arrive. and it's basically telling you to spend. So I suppose the same time that you can open it at some point in the game, unlock materials, you'll get to collect them. Then when you unlock the alchemy and are ready to use it, you'll probably have some material already. So everything is going to be blacked out with 100 per requirements, sometimes twice, or 2 items. Tells you which item. You can go in here and say, okay, the bat is in mountains. I'm going to go in mountains, collect some bat wings. And the first time we saw that, we kind of noticed that, you know, they have forms that we're kind of accustomed to here. We got a circle. We have a shield. We have a bar and what looks like a scroll, right? So circle, shield, bar, scroll. So these are the items that seem to be here. And what that comes to mind is that it'll give you a bonus in that category, or it's going to give you maybe an item that you care about. Not sure. Here it could be extra damage. I don't know. So maybe some material. So we're still not sure what they're going to do, but you know, we'll be happy to look into that and spend our extra materials on them, because that's what's happening. You just spend your extra material where you don't need them. Wanted to show a material scroll also added. Nothing else. Let's go back here. So, okay, so we noticed this. Now, when we came down, they're all squares. And they're all squares because when you do get to spend 100, so here you could unlock this one, it just asks you for 1,000 and 100 cheese, and it's always the same reward. The cursed cheese will cast 666 curses on you. So I haven't used it yet because we need 1,000, okay, to just spare. But it's quite substantial, because if we look at our equipments, right, if you give me 666, that's a quarter of what I have, or a third. That's pretty impressive. Current bonus for damage is 750,000%. So that's going to be quite substantial. There's of course other things giving us damage, right? Like this one here. What is that? 1,000%. That's nothing compared to cursed cheese. Maybe damage. That's nothing. Maybe damage by 5 per level. That's 10,000. That's not even substantial much. Shovel's got 1,000%, 17,000 and 300,000, 300%. So it's nothing compared to this, 750,000%. So this is the big cheese. And as you go through the pyramids, or even the towers, I suppose, you know, as you go through the pyramid with your levels, you want that extra damage because you don't want to get blown off. Being blown off is actually a consequence of not having enough damage. So damage seems to be resolved now in the terms of regular gameplay. You should be fine in the pyramid, and you'll be able to collect your chests. All right. So of course, before we move on, let's open a chest. It doesn't show here right now anymore. I think that might be a bug because it's very pleasant to be able to see them visually instead of having to read all of them. Got an epic chest. All right, so we'll use one. So epic chests are going to give you maybe twice the amount of a gold chest, frankly. I thought it might be like 10 times or 5 times, but it's about twice as much. BLC ring, trader suitcase, 2 cheese, a mini shovel, a vortex, blazing skull, BLC, 1 BLC, 259 beers. Right, no cheese. Yeah, 4 gems. That's reasonable. So what can we do? So clearly we have new places to buy with the elements that we create. And this one here was only 2 earth and 2 water elements. So the first time that you unlock these, or I should say, you will see the form without the colors, of course, and it'll be easy to dictate. Like this is a bar, like a droplet, a leaf, and a double droplet. If you come down, you come to your materials and you look at which of them looks like what I said, you'll see the bar, the 1 droplet, the leaf, the 2 droplet. It's clearly them, so you'll know even before you unlock them that this is what they are. This is how you get them, and it's 100 each. So you'll notice it's 100 dark matter for all of them. Okay, when you start, and you're gonna get oysters, scarabs, bones, and cloud. But to unlock the first place, you just need these 2 here. So you need bones and oysters. If we look where they found, bones are found in the abyss. Oysters, where are the oysters? They're found in the hidden sea. And your dark matter is in space. So you'll spend a lot of time in space. So you'll unlock these 2 first. And then we notice that it's creating 5 earth essence per brew. Right? So if I brew this, it'll take 30 seconds and provide me with 5 earth essence, which are those. And then with 2 water and 2 earth, you get to unlock Kapopunki. Is that how you say? Kapopunki. Kapopunki, a small historical town built on top of a hill with a pleasant atmosphere. The residents love to exchange materials. So we see here, sorry for the mess. I think we're good, we can clean. All right. So we see that we have our people. By the way, when you clean, go under the trees here, like that. There's often materials under. It's a good habit to have. Got this red guy. I was gonna trade for some dark matter, which we always need if we make elements, right? Always. So space is one of our interesting things. We have clouds that we need. That's good. Inga is gonna trade us again dark matter and bone. We're happy to take those. Dark. So you can start. If you have the material already, it'll show complete. If not, you'll have to wait. To avoid here's got us the scarabs and the dark matter. That's great. So if we want more scarabs, which we do, which will become the most difficult one to obtain, then we want to farm anything else in order to give us scarabs. And we're happy to give them the number he needs to give us 5 scarabs. Because the scarabs are just in the infernal desert. They're just here. And you can only be here for a certain amount of time. You can't farm it all day long. You have to be around. Unless you use maybe some kind of BLC, MLC, BLC trick that we use to get back to the pyramid. Oh, never mind. You can't. It's been disabled. So you're not able to do that. You really have to be able to spend all your allowed time, get out, do something else, wait till you heal, come back. That's going to be the main of the mission. So it's going to spawn us a few scarabs, and then we're going to go to space, right? So, and then that we're going to get 100 scarab out of trades and out of doing this somehow, and we'll be happy. And then it's going to ask us 50 twice. So it's gonna take the time that it takes. It took me about 2-3 days of just messing around, doing other things, and we got there. All right. Oops. Okay. So we got all of this. I see a sand. I don't see a scarab. Let's go around. Any scarab under here? No. Okay. Just unlucky. You'll notice the cheese pub also has a bartender, which will offer you quests. We're really reviewing everything. Happy to see a quest for so much cheese. Happy to see a quest for so much beer. If you're having difficulty with your chest, you're having difficulty with your mulch. You've seen me mulch, right? Because I don't need the leaves, so it's a good habit to keep in mind. Mulch if you don't need them, and then increase your luck to your chest, and that'll give you the beers and how many chests you get. But another great way to get your early beers, in order to even access the pyramid, is the bar supplies, and I like it. 250 beers, that's quite substantial. You need to do 4 trades like this to access pyramid. That's huge. Happy to see that. Small ones also happy to see that. The claw machine also has the material. By the way, we have material scrolls in there also. Got bones, bars. All right. This one doesn't work yet. And all right, so yeah, I mean, getting 2 and 2 is super easy to get to Capone Key. If you make 5 at a time, right? So 5 at a time is mean what? You can pay 10, you can pay 20. Well, it just so happens that we have another place with 10, and then the other one here is 200. I suspect this one, especially with scarabs, you need to trade for scarabs a lot. I think we're going to get some kind of boost in order to get there, or get there over time. So it was super easy to buy this one. We'll buy it. The Dark Glade. I've never been there. A small dark place in an eternal forest with a mysterious red glade. All spawnable material can be found here, but their spawn chances are decreased. That's interesting. That's super interesting. You can get all of them here. That's great. It's fantastic news. One less thing I need to be doing, to change place. But what we have to do is increase the chance that they spawn, right? By investing in our tools. Material spawn chance wood plus 0.1%. So even 10 enhancements will only increase it by 1%. So something else will have to come in line to boost that 1% to 5%. And, 10% possible. I don't know. But as soon as something else comes in line, it's quite the boost, even if it's a ×2. Huge. So yeah, I suppose that's what needs to happen. You need 100 of each. For this, you also need 100 of each to unlock these. But I think I'm going to recommend at least one here, unless you need that damage from the cheese. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think we can access our leaf now. Drunk usage of high-tech equipment should be forbidden in dark areas. Which high-tech equipment? The high-tech drill or the high-tech shovel? Try the high-tech drill. No, nothing. What about the high-tech shovel? Nothing? Anything else? Advanced leaf blower, maybe? Nope. That leaf is probably going to be the multiplier that I'm waiting for. Drunk usage. Should I go around a little bit? Drunk usage of high-tech equipment should be forbidden in dark areas. I don't know, just a little bit like this. It should just spawn if it's here. There's no reason why. Maybe no, there's no shovel here. We haven't talked about the shovel, by the way. So, but if I just dig, maybe if I dig. Digging is really useful at first, I suppose, when you need to boost. Is this where digging starts with BLC? Because it'll boost your numbers. Like all of these vials and leaves, they're great if you want to just boost your numbers. They're like seeds, you know? Doesn't look like it's the place, man. Maybe here. The dark late, I mean, it's gotta be here, right? I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it, but I need it. Clicking everywhere. I don't see much. I don't see much, but it's gonna be our new favorite place because you'll get 100 of each here and here, and all at the same time. You know what I mean? Like once you're able to unlock one of them, they'll all unlock at least once, pretty fast. This one needs. There's two here. No leaf spawn here. That's interesting. What else is there? What else do we talk about? Crafting. So I pushed my craft here to level 4 for like, I don't know, 400 mil or something. Took a little bit just to farm, like 20, 30 at a time. But it was really good. That's a great leaf. Can't wait to get the other one. How do we get this fucking leaf? Anybody knows? I don't think I see anybody now. No. Anything else we want to talk about? Not really. Like, I started needing the trade, and just with the chest, I was able to kind of go get over the problem with the beers. Really, beers are not an issue. We, I guess, if you're still here, we can still talk about like this place. You'll notice that I have an exclamation mark here. I haven't bought the bumpers. I don't buy it anymore. Bumpers don't hurt at all compared to leaf blowing power. I think I've explained that in the last videos. That's why you'll see them go through. Um, just to cut the leaves, even just to make the leaves disappear. So that the leaves, when they spawn, hit the enemy just by spawning. So great time to mulch here. Great place. Still don't know what the other chest is, but it's gonna take, I think, quite some mulch because this is the chance to get a better chest here. This is gonna be a long time. Like they may be implemented, but at the moment this is just linear. There's no way to affect it. Except with scrolls, maybe you're lucky. Or you bought additional scrolls, I don't know. And you're really farming your way there. So yeah, that's it. So what else would we do here? I think, do we want to create water and earth? Um, I don't know. I don't know if we need any. Here is just materials, no elements. And for now, they're only used. There you are. Water is used to re-roll properties. So you keep your RNG maybe, but you change the properties. That's cool. And earth is used in trading. We get to boost. Oh, that's great. You get to boost the amount that you want to get. See, this one didn't do anything. This one, 2. Sometimes 3. But that's probably because 1 was not very big. If it what's the word? If it rounds up, let's say it was 0.00 something, and then it rounds up, then it would round to 1, right? And maybe this one was like 0.6 maybe, or 0.5 gem. It rounded to 1, then we boosted, it doubled, tripled. You know, now it's in the around 1 point something, and it rounds up to 2. So clearly the gems boosted early stages were at level 17. Not much compared to beers and possibly other things. Can we find out? Yes, we can. So clearly the water essence is going to be harder to make. Earth essence super easy to make, right? So don't necessarily be shy on earth. But water, you can consider it more. It's only 5 at a time, and we needed 4 just here to re-roll once. And probably the fact of the matter is, if you re-roll your stuff, just craft another one. All right. That's trash. Additional emerald leaf, 21,000. That's good. MLC plus, that's fine. Lower damage, that's always great. ALB damage. Is that the hit? Probably the hit. Not leaf blower damage. That's just the hit, so that's useless. But yeah, you'll find that you can have additional emerald leaves by crafting. And, you know, it's still happening with Benny leaves. You can check your probabilities of getting a better leaf and increase it with your crafting scroll. Where do we go? Why am I here? This. Collect all of this. Trade now. We just click what we want. Really, there's nothing much that we like. Mulch would be fine in the proportionality of millions. Cheese is fine in the proportionality of 200. Gems, always good. I haven't talked about gems. Sorry about that. So gems, of course, has an upgrade. Has a few upgrades. One for a crunchy tower, where you can start at 500. So that's just better than the MLC shop, but it's also way higher. I'm not even close to that. I'm like level 200. Material finder, increase base spawn chance of materials by 100. That's amazing. Material magnet, move towards you. You don't have to move. You don't have to farm because there is a limit of density, I've noticed, of materials spawned. Um, when I made my still image, the beginning of the video with materials, they did stop spawning. I had to clear a little bit to have more spawn. So by having a magnet, you don't have to clear, and the density never reaches limit. You can let it farm longer. So these two are really good. And then the dig shovel, I thought I was gonna buy auto dig bot. This bot digs automatically for you. You do get materials and scrolls and equipments and orbs. It is good, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere close to the level of priority that we need in these two here. So we'll just probably, I can just wait a few days or just go to the pub and get me some extra gems, which we might do as also. I have all the time in the world on this Remembrance Day. Okay, that's about it. Any change besides that? I don't think so. I think we have a change in Moonstone. We had something to buy, something about cheese here. No big deal. Get a good trade, he'll be fine. I think that's all. Yeah. That is all. That is all. We'll get there, and we need to figure out how to get this. Drunk usage high-tech equipment should be forbidden in dark areas. Maybe... I mean, I think I've tried them all, but we'll try another place. Ooh, the leaf tower. Dark area. Very dark area. Nope. If this video is still going for you on YouTube, then it means we're gonna find it. So stick around. We're gonna try a leaf tower with the two. Can try house. I don't know. Dark lead. Mm, fucking useless. It's fucking raw. I don't think it's in Kakaponki. Kakapundi? Kokopundi? I don't think it's in Kokopundi. This poor dude doesn't feel too well. Any scarabs to trade? It's not here. I wonder if I need a certain amount of something, like leaves. You always do. Maybe you need a certain amount of other things, in order to be able to touch it. Like a certain amount of materials, even. Maybe the moon. Seems like a nice day on the moon. Hidden sea. I tried this one. Yes, dig this water. Dig this water. He'll drill this water. Yes. Drill right to the surface. Void's gotta be a pretty dark place, right? If it's none of these places, it just means you need something in the new place to get it. You need a certain amount of something. Probably not leaves because I have them all. Maybe a certain amount of the new whatever the fuck leaf. Did I try the two things here? Space. Space is dark. Dig in space. That makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense. Dig that space. We'll dig right here. Shit, there's stuff. Bruh. Did I do void? I did. Abyss? Maybe? Maybe abyss. I take drill. Okay, it's either that or we got it. Well, we don't got it. What is that? Oh, cosmic essence here is gonna help, I suppose, the leaves. Ooh, that's huge. So more of these will help. What even if we find like a leaf that has to do with this, then we start boosting it with cosmic essence. Hello. So maybe we need a certain amount of cosmic essence. I bet you we need a certain amount of crafted materials. That's what I bet you. We need a certain amount of crafted stuff. Especially the stuff that we can't use. Maybe. Maybe. We don't have anything to spend on. Dude, you know what? Maybe, dude. Just fucking maybe. What the fuck is this? Oh, I don't know who's calling. Oh, the work phone, dude. Somebody's calling on the work phone. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm guessing I had somebody's phone at some point. Phone number. Like if it's somebody that gave his phone number away, like a business or something. The only way to see. I'm not answering that phone. I'm not working. This is not the proper route if you want to contact me. All right, so we go. Where do we go now? Our new favorite place, Dark Glade. The Dark Glade. Dark Glade and Cursed Pyramids, right? Oh, we unlocked the floors. Oh no, we unlocked the floors. Let's go. I have not seen a relationship between the floors and the better chest that you get. FYI. So we're not doing anything with the leaves right now. They're not being collected. They don't have a purpose other than kill. So we're just gonna cut them out. When they spawn, they're gonna touch an enemy and kill it. I don't ever want to be where the enemy is. 2000 X, 2000 times ancient leaves. You can see it's a little fucked. Like it's default. It's not default stuff. It's just, it shouldn't be like that. It should be here. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it's like that. But then again, they added resource, they added material, it fucked something up. Cool. Happens. So now we can go Dark Glade, Akapundi. You know, we're not really thinking about where we need to be, which is good. You don't want to have to think too much when you play. You have to think about that, but you have to go over there. But don't forget you need this to be able to do this, and it's 3 different tabs, and that's the current problem is there's like 10 things to do. Like, what's my last trade? I have to go back to Kokopondi to see Torvade and say, okay, what do you need again? Soul and bat wings. Now, where do you get the souls again? You have to go here? No. Here? Okay. Soul is in the void. And what was the other one? Batwing, mountain, void, mountain. Okay, so then you click areas, and then you go back to the void. Right? Do a little bit of that. You're like, oh, void, you get souls here. So you wait a few minutes, get your souls. Then you go to the mountain, you get your bat. Wait a few minutes, collect. And then you forget. But don't forget to also do the Infernal Desert, because that's where you get your scarabs default. You have to do that. And while you're doing that, were you also doing the Inner Cursed Pyramid? And then you have to go back to Kokopundi. You gotta talk to the guy. It's getting more complicated than ever before. That is more complicated than ever before. You never had to kind of had an agenda of things to do. But that's mostly how the material is going, you know. Go to your places, go to Infernal Desert, go to your other places, Infernal Desert, come back to Kakapundi, trade. Go back to desert, another place, desert. With the duck. Definitely. Duck, butterfly, I'm supposing, help each other. I do some pyramid, get some chests. We have a leaf scroll. No, we don't.
Is the individual here that we talked?
No? All right.
All right. Let me know later if.
Alchemy, baby.
In fact, seat the person.
Let's fucking go.
Where you are, and then I'll talk.
What could possibly come after that?
All right. Ready to go?
Yes.
Ready to go, defense?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep watching the trial of Carl Rittenhouse. It's almost over. Been doing this for what, 2 days? 2 weeks, I mean. Got Dark Glade. Gonna chill. Leave that in background. Gonna work on my magic decks. Oh. And I'll be back in a sec.